a laptop switch over.
Hey guys, this is Dan, my co-founder. So I'm here today to tell you about a $40 billion industry that's driven by word of mouth, despite the fact that social networks were built for exactly this type of industry. This industry isn't online. Talking about the hair industry. Now I realize there's not a lot of people in this room who are experts in the hair industry, and that makes sense. That's why there's not a lot of technology in this space, which is why it's such a big opportunity. The way we style our hair is fundamentally important to our self-expression. How we style our hair represents our personality, our experiences, our ethnicity, our culture. And when we go to a barber, we tell him how we want to feel when we come out of the salon. He takes that and applies style to who you are. It's pretty powerful, and it's important. But the industry isn't online, and so it's hard to find a stylist. StyleSeat is bringing this $40 billion industry online starting today. So this is Glenda. She's my hairstylist. She's a badass. She's really talented. She comes to Fashion Week every single year. She styles for a number of different bands you've probably heard of. She's really talented. She's a business owner, but she's not empowered. She doesn't have a website. She doesn't track client information or send marketing emails. She doesn't have daily access to her schedule because her salon doesn't have an online system. She has no insight or measurement into her business, and so she can't take an active role in growing it. There's over 2 million Glendas in the US. The hair industry is one of the fastest growing industries at over 20%. And it's not just stylists. There's estheticians, massage therapists, personal trainers, all with the same problems like Glenda has. There's over 900,000 businesses, 85% of which aren't franchises, so they're highly incentivized to grow. 91% of clients are either open or actively looking to find a new professional, so it's a big opportunity. It used to be that they weren't online, but now with Facebook and with smartphones, these guys, as well as their clients, are starting to use the web more and more in their daily lives. Thus comes an opportunity. So now with StyleSeat, Glenda gets her own website. So for the first time, she can actually control her visibility online. She has a Facebook like button on her page and a bunch of share buttons using Twitter and Facebook, so her clients can actually share her business for her and help her grow. She can create a special and post it on her page. We also connect Glenda to new clients. So as a client, starting today, I can go to StyleSeat.com, type in haircut San Francisco, get a search results page with a bunch of professionals in my area. I can sort by cost category, recommendations, where they are. I can also book a last-minute appointment within the next 24 hours if I like. I can go to their individual page, look at their photos, find the professional that I want. I can click on the service that I want, find the time frame that works for me, book it directly online, and I can share that with my friends on Facebook and Twitter. I get a text message right after the appointment that confirms the appointment, reminds me right before the appointment happens. I also get an email after my appointment that prompts me to write a recommendation and share that on Facebook. Now Glenda has direct access to her schedule for the first time. She has all her client information in one place. She can send marketing emails to them. She has access to an education center with hundreds of articles for professionals in the beauty and wellness space designed to help them grow their business. She gets a stream of photos of other professionals on StyleSeat. These are all live from the site, so she can get inspired and see what other people are doing to market their businesses. Also launching today, we have an iPhone app, an Android app, and an iPad app that are pending approval in the iTunes store. But for the first time, the internet has come to her in her world. We also give her a dashboard with an overview. So she has key information about her business. She can set revenue goals and see how close she is to achieving them. We also give her key information about her page, how many visitors are coming, how many images are viewed, and this is actually live stat information right here. She's had 23,000 images viewed on her profile. And she can also see recommendations. We also give her an overview about her actual business because we're the platform that runs it. So we can tell her generally how booked she is, how much money worth of booking she has over a given period of time, and how much retail she's set to earn. We also give her suggestions on things that she can grow to actively improve these numbers. So we give her the information as well as the things that she can do to grow her business. We also let Glenda know generally when her busy and free times are. So for example, if on Thursday she's generally not booked, she can create a special and post that on her page. Her clients can book specifically on Thursday. She doesn't have to manage the overhead or the logistics around paper coupons and printing them out and things like that. We can also assign monetary values to different days of the week for Glenda. So if we know that an appointment that's free towards the end of the day is maybe less valuable to her than 1 in 2 weeks, we can actually understand what those time periods are worth for her and connect her to clients who are willing to pay that amount. So for the first time, Glenda can actively grow her business. In the future, we can help her by optimizing her schedule for her, introducing new channels to help her market her business, and bring the power of all of the internet companies that are looking to help her market and grow directly into her business seamlessly. StyleSeat will unlock $18 billion in inefficiency in the space, both by freeing up marketing capital that isn't being applied because these guys don't have insight, as well as redirecting revenue by making the market more efficient.
10 seconds.
Okay. We have a lot of traction, 10,000 professionals in just a couple of months on StyleSeat. We have signed deals with a couple of the biggest distribution partners in the space. We have over 100 cosmetology schools who are participating in our student program. We have a freemium model, free online booking, free scheduling, so we're available for the entire industry. And starting today, if you sign up for StyleSeat, you get $25 in credit towards a future service booked on our platform and $10 for every friend you recommend who books.
All right, that was StyleSeat. Woo! All right, let's start with David.
So are you selling directly to a stylist or to the salon with multiple stylists?
To both. About 50% of the industry is independent. So we sell to them, but we also sell to their salon owners who also have employees.
And if 85% of the industry is one-off stores, how do you scale that sales process?
Well, the industry itself is very niche. So there's actually a couple of distribution partners that will sell. As well as the existing sales channels, are very niche. So if you can get into one partner, you actually have access to all of them.
Stephen?
So it sounds like you're getting the stylists very quickly. How are you getting the leads for them?
How are we bringing them new clients?
Yeah.
Because they're not doing anything, even if we can bring a couple of percentage of efficiency to their business, it's worth it for them.
Yeah, but you're essentially charging them on a freemium model that says, look, if you want premium scheduling and things like that, you pay a certain amount a month. But are you actually going out and marketing to get customers for them as well? Because that doesn't seem to be part of the model, and I would imagine that's probably the most expensive piece.
It will definitely be part of the piece, for sure. But the fact that hairstylists today don't have web presence, giving them that web presence and giving them the tools and giving them a free platform for them to run their business. On average, for all of the professionals that are scheduling on StyleSeat, they bring 100 clients onto our platform. So that intrinsically, the way that's set up, helps us to grow our business that way.
So are you going to go into the business of getting customers for them, or is it literally just where your back-end technology for scheduling and management?
We're back-end technology for scheduling and management, but we can also reach the front end as well.
Susan?
So is this like Open Table for the beauty industry?
It's similar. It could be described as that, maybe half Etsy as well. Because we give them web presence and sort of a place to represent their business.
And do you have revenue now?
We haven't turned on the revenue piece of things.
Where's the charge happen? Because there was one feature that was premium versus the others. What was that feature?
Full scheduling is free. Online booking is free. If they want to get automatic text message and email reminders to their clients, so they don't have to be on the phone all day long, they can spend more time in the chair, then they pay us $25 a month.
So you think that the text messaging notification is worth $25, whereas the scheduling, which is probably 98% of the problem you're solving, is free?
Well, if we can get in the door, if we can become a platform where they can schedule, then we can do a lot of other cool things in the future. We can start to do lead gen. We can start to do that schedule optimization that we talked about before, and that's really the opportunity in this space. The subscription isn't really the business that we're going after as much.
Adam?
I mean, so I see this type of idea, the CRM for these different verticals, and I totally agree that in a certain 4 or 5 years from now, I will not call my doctor to make an appointment. I won't call my stylist. I mean, I agree with the problem you're solving. The challenge is just what's the length of time between today and the idea that ubiquity of scheduling online with all those services. And as an investor, the struggle is if I think that's long, I can go put money into something that's shorter and know if that's going to be a success or not. And this is where I don't mean to say this in any negative way. There's that lifestyle business side, and there's that like fast growth, quick thing. And what I emotionally connect to this idea because I want it, but I don't know where in the spectrum it sits. And I think that's where the struggle must come to you as you raise money and I don't know what to say, a concern that you probably addressed a gazillion times. But to me, this again, I just don't know which vertical to bet on. I think you picked an interesting one, and I think you might bring to the table, knowledge that others don't. But it's hard for me to get good feedback because I'm like, I totally believe in it. I just don't know how to convince myself that you can get there fast.
The big win isn't to own all scheduling and online booking for all beauty and wellness. We can build a meaningful business, a sizable business, by getting a certain amount of the market, by powering their business. There's a lot of other things that I'm not going to talk about on stage that are really the monetization opportunities. The fact of the matter is that it's a huge industry. I mean, $40 billion in revenue per year, and the entire industry is offline.
So is there anything here that someone listening to this couldn't come in and essentially copy what you've done and go out to the same marketplace and be up and running in, say, 3 months?
The scheduling intricacies for a hairstylist, the certain combination of things that they need to have a really good solution is not just a great calendar product. I mean, right now there are calendar products that they can use to be online.
Is your back end also allow a salon to book multiple stylists at once, or is it just?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I think I struggle. As an investor, you've hit a huge market, but if I'm thinking about where to bank my money, I keep thinking the person who brings the customer to the stylist and lets them have the other pieces wins every time.
Yeah.
So let's say you get in and you get all these stylists to sign up, use your event, and then it's up to them still to get their own customer. But number 2 competitor comes along and says, I'm going to do it on your behalf because you're all individuals. You don't know how to do search. You don't know how to do this. Or you don't know how to do specials or deals. I'm going to do that for you. To me, the switching cost is so low that the stylist is like, I'll sign up for you because it's free, and I'll sign up for the other one. If the other one brings me deals, I'm putting my energy into that one. And I just worry that you're going after the wrong part of the market. You found a really great vertical, but if the thing that they can't do is get customers, and that's their lifeblood, that's also your biggest risk in your model.
So you're saying that the lead gen is the bigger opportunity?
I think having the customer is the opportunity. If you're a small hairstylist, how are you going to use Facebook, Twitter? You don't have time to do that. You're an hourly based business.
Right.
So I just worry you get completely pushed out.
When you can build a free platform for them to actually get on and start to manage their schedule that way, you can power the lead gen for them. You can power.
But they're not going to want to do it. Like, they're an hours-based business. So every hour they spend on Twitter is an hour they're not getting paid. It's like asking a lawyer to do Twitter. Like,
that's why having a system that does it for you is what you need.
Okay, we're out of time, but a round of applause for StyleSeat.
Thank you.
And just to remind anyone who I guess who's an idiot, you can go to TechCrunch.com and read about all of these startups. There's a post about each one. So I hesitate to say it, but do weigh in on the comments if you have any opinions on the startups. Let's move very swiftly.